This video will cover how to create SQL Server Performance Investigator agents for Foglight. The objective of this demo is to cover how to create SQL Performance Investigator agents for monitoring. The demo will focus on adding a Performance Investigator extension after the agent connection details have been set up. For assistance with setting up the agent connection detail, please consult the videos on how to set up a single agent for monitoring using the simple mode or how to set up the multiple agents using the advanced mode, depending on the type of deployment desired. As a reference, please review the prerequisites and requirements and also the Foglight guides mentioned below. To add agents, log into the Foglight web console with your Foglight user. Click on Databases to access the Databases dashboard. Click on Monitor and select SQL Server. The Monitor SQL Server instance setup GUI should display in a simple mode format, requesting the needed setup configurations for creating a single instance. A similar screen exists at the Set Credentials step within the Edit Credentials dialog box to add the SQL PI extension, using the Discover Multiple SQL Server Instances to create multiple SQL Performer agents in a setting. Click on Use this option to discover multiple SQL Server instances. Review the informational eyes for reference when setting the connection details. Proceeding with configuring under the SQL Server connection portion, the SQL Server host specifies the agent manager defaulted to discover the instance. Enter the connection details for the instance. The connection parameters for this demo is against the default instance. Insert in this form as host / instance name. The port is optional and defaults to 1433. For Windows authentication, enter in the domain /user and the password. The current alarm sensitivity level is acceptable for this presentation. The operating system checkbox allows the database agent to collect OS metrics. Clicking the link provides an option to either enter the login credentials for the remote host or to select a previously configured credential stored in the lockbox of the FMS. OS metrics require WinRM or WNI connectivity to collect Windows metrics, or a SSH connection for Linux monitoring. Enter the OS login credentials or select the radio button to use the same account to monitor the SQL Server, and then click Apply. The Collect VM Statistics checkbox provides the ability to obtain VM statistics directly from the VM server host. Under the Monitoring Extension section is where to add the extension features such as SQL PI. Before adding the Performance Investigator extension, become familiar with the features and how to obtain the add-on license if it hasn't already been included. In this version is a 30-day trial key for the Performance Investigator add-on extension. To add the SQL PI extension, check the box and another container pops up showing a big list of agent managers reporting into the Foglight management server that are possible candidates for Performance Investigator repository host. Included are the agent manager names and corresponding OSs, and if there are pre-existing PI repositories from another instance creation on that agent manager. This is indicated by an indicator, which is also available to add the agent to that existing repository. Take heed and note any necessary recommendations and hardware sizing referenced in the link. Consequently, the PI repository can support up to 100 instances with the proper resource sizing. For this demo, the agent manager selected host will not have an existing PI repository. This is to show what's involved with that part of the agent creation. Select the agent manager and click Apply. The process will verify the system requirements. If the agent manager selected fails to meet the requirements, another informing box will pop up indicating with some options. This step may not occur if the agent manager host that's chosen already has a pre-existing PI repository. When a new PI repository is installed, a pop-up will be displayed to configure the connection port, installation directory, and change the password for the Postgres PI repository database. In this example, we will accept the default settings. Once all of the connection details are in place, click Monitor. The configuration will start up. If a grant privileges box pops up, a grant script is available to run directly in the instance to grant the necessary privileges, or enter sysadmin account to execute grant scripts. Once completed, a pop-up will indicate that the agent has been created, and there's a choice of adding another database, in which it will take you back to the setup screen, or click Finish. The new agent is now created. After a couple of minutes, collection time, the dashboard will become populated with data. To learn more about Foglight for databases, visit support.quest.com. For quick support questions, follow us on Twitter @QuestExperts.